This got written about pretty quickly. You guys hear about something called, I can't believe it's not estrogen? It's a quick bit. I just want to talk about it for a second. It's an interesting little case study there. The fake HRT. Yeah, so, okay. So, basically, you know, ads start getting run about this crazy, wacky product that I can't look at directly now because the website's been taken down because I'm obviously leading to the revelation that this was a psyop. Here, let me get a picture, right? Okay. Basically, it was like, hey, transgenders. You ever heard of these transgenders? Transgender people? I hear they have bad taste in music. They like 100 gecs, stuff like that. Whatever. Anyway, I can't believe it's not estrogen. Natural estrogen alternative supports and boosts feminine hormones. Does it actually do that? No. I don't know the specifics, but apparently it can kill you. It gives you a disease or something. The stuff that's in those pills not only doesn't estrogenize you, I think it can actually have the opposite effect, where it promotes more testosterone production, and also it can give you a disease that kills you. What is it called? Ashwagandha? It has a poisonous amount of ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. That sounds like a fake word, but I'm pretty sure that actually is the thing that it has. Yeah, that's a drug, or that's a plant, an evergreen shrub in the nightshade family that grows in the Middle East, India, and parts of Africa. Well, isn't that interesting? You know, just the kind of hippie woo-woo crap that you might see people take a lot of, but if you take too much of it, it turns out it hurts you, right? It's not good. It boosts the production of your gonads. It produces estrogen in cis women. Oh, I see. So it empowers your natural hormone development. But if you're a trans woman, you know, I've heard some trans women have penises. I don't know if that's true or not, but that would mean that it produces more testosterone, which you don't want. That's bad. That's not. It's the opposite, right? So, how did this happen? How did people start to get buying this here fake anti-trans fake supplement? Well, I've got good news for you. Nobody bought it. This was the tweet that got promoted, and I think I saw it with like 30 likes and 5 trillion quote tweets and dislikes. Wait, not dislikes. It's Twitter. Quote tweets and replies. That's it. You know, people didn't go for it. This queerquirk.com, great name, great psyop. It turns out, because somebody did a bit of sleuthing, this whole thing is being done as a far-right psyop. Not joking. Apparently, somebody linked some like name from a financial purchase that was made that wasn't hidden, or the name wasn't changed, and it turns out this is some fat dipshit right-winger, whatever. The guy got doxxed, the guy who made this. The goal was to testosteronize, testate, to make testosterone in trans women, presumably to make your lives harder, right? So you can't actually look at the website right now, the Esther Labs website, because it got closed down because it got found out. You know, so it's all done. The scam didn't work. It's fake. It's not real. It's a fiction. But I still wanted to talk about it. I'm really happy to see that people responded to this horrible thing appropriately by ignoring it, smearing it, revealing that it was a far-right guy, blah, blah. That's great. Well done. However, we have to understand, we are living in wacky times. And trans people, while not even close to being a large proportion of the population, there are still a lot of them. And what that means is that they're a viable market for exploitation. Basically, what I'm saying is there are going to be other examples of this. As legitimate medical pathways to treatment and care get closed off in red states, people know that there is going to be a large number of trans men and women who can't access real medical care but are desperate and would be willing to spend every cent they have to find some kind of alternative. And that is a perfect market for snake oil manipulation, especially because the legal vulnerability of trans people in these states also means that it would be really difficult for them to get recourse. You know, it's not like the state, it's not like Tennessee or whatever is going to be on their side in this, right? They're not like, what, you're going to go to police and talk about how you weren't able to get an effective workaround to the drug that was not made available to you in the first place? Not likely. Oh, thank you. Somebody linked a web archive of this. You can see in all fairness, the person who made this little grift had a pretty clear understanding of the kind of sickening saccharine twee that you trans people seem to love. Whatever. And they got some nice t-shirt options too. 7 inches limp. BDSM bees do so much for the environment. You know there are Twitter transes that would go for this stuff. You know it. You know it for sure. You know all this. But that's what it's meant to be, right? It's a cynical attempt to appeal to the like the mean standard, right? Like we have an algorithm has calculated what the transgenders will spend money on. You know, a whole bunch of different art styles, no consistent aesthetic, because it's just they throw it together. But the point I'm trying to get at here is be aware of any potential snake oils bullshit, okay? I know things are difficult right now. I fully understand that. I just hope at the very least that people in my community would be skeptical enough to avoid routes like that, no matter how tempting they may seem or how inaccessible better pathways are, right? You know, that's it. I think that's important because this is going to be a growing market as time goes on. This snake oil bullshit. Not all of it's going to be as obvious as this, I don't think. But, you know. We're so smart, Vaush. I know you guys are. I know you guys are. And I trust you.